If you've been keeping an eye on Samsung's smartwatch range, you're definitely curious about what the next iteration will bring. The Galaxy Watch 8 is clearly on the radar, whether your interests are in fitness tracking, modern tech, or just the convenience of a smartwatch. It's still early, but here's what we know about what this watch potentially brings to the table. Although Samsung has not yet formally revealed the date of release for the Samsung Galaxy Watch 8, it most certainly will follow the company's usual calendar. If history is any guide, the Galaxy Watch 8 should launch alongside the next Galaxy Z series cell phones midway of 2025. Depending on the size and whether you choose the LTE version, it might be priced like the Galaxy Watch 7, hence your beginning price might be between $300 and $380. Naturally, every significant new design element or function could raise the cost. The Galaxy Watch 8 should keep well-liked health and fitness tools including body composition analysis, sleep tracking, and heart rate monitoring. Customization is another given, with new watch faces and additional personalization choices on the horizon. Still, the major change this year could be the inclusion of a blood glucose monitoring sensor. If such is the case, this would be a major development, especially for diabetics. The patent cited that it involves a phone that employs the sensor, but the same technology could possibly be integrated into Samsung's wristwatch or make its readings accessible through the watch. Although the exact number of Galaxy Watch models to release is yet unknown, we hope Samsung brings back the classic model, which last showed with the Watch 6 series. In that case, we'll see a conventional Watch 8 alongside a Watch 8 Classic, with the next Galaxy Watch Ultra perhaps set to arrive the year following. A new square design, a break from the conventional circular form Samsung has preferred, is one of the most significant possible alterations. Originally believed to launch with the current range, this change-up could offer the Galaxy Series 8 smartwatch a wider display area and a fresh appearance. This new design could mimic the Samsung Galaxy Gear from a decade ago and blur the lines between the Galaxy Watch and Apple Watch, appealing to Apple enthusiasts with its similar look, but potentially alienating some Samsung purists. Performance-wise, the Galaxy Watch 8 will likely have an updated chipset for speedier processing and more economical battery use. Samsung is likely to improve on battery life on this front too, possibly with a more powerful battery or enhanced power management to keep you going all day without a recharge. Fast charging could also see upgrades, lowering the time you need to spend tied to a charger. It would be amazing to see Samsung add a digital crown to the upcoming Galaxy Watch, similar to what you get on the Apple Watch and Google Pixel Watch. This function gives a tactile way to browse menus, scroll through notifications, and zoom in on maps, all without obscuring the screen. It's a modest tweak that might make regular interactions smoother and more intuitive. The Galaxy Watch in the classic form are those offering a spinning bezel around the screen in order to navigate within the interface. They meet the Watch Taupe Court, which are content with virtual glasses, using the curves of the touchscreen, but without a mechanical component. So if Samsung